gosh, I'm cramping. Woo! Nice. That was nice, dude.
I'm Alan Folger. I'm the National Coordinator of Trout Unlimited's Veteran Service Program. We're here today at Harmon's North Fork Cottages, just outside of Cabins, West Virginia. We're here with a couple of disabled veterans from the Iraqi conflict. We're here to show them a good time. We're here to show them a little bit about this wonderful fishing in the area, and most importantly, tell you a little bit about the Veterans Program and invite you all to get involved. Harmon's Cabins here in West Virginia is absolutely incredible. The scenery, the wildlife, the trout fishing, everything. And Todd, I want to thank you for letting us be here.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
You know, we could take our veterans to a catfish pond, to a bluegill pond. We could take them anywhere and teach them what we do, but to be able to do it in such a setting as this is incredible. Well, and we're promised there are fish here.
There are a lot of fish here, and the water's in great shape right now. It's clear. So,
yeah.
You know, our grandfather left us a great place, and we, 73 years later, we're still working at it hard. And we appreciate you guys choosing this location, because you do have other locations that you can choose. Not many that have a cabin that says Fly Rod Chronicles on it. It's a great location, and we're blessed to have it.
It is. It truly is. And speaking of Fly Rod Chronicles, you've made a few shows having to do with our veterans, Project Healing Waters and Trout Unlimited.
Yeah, we feel honored to be part of Project Healing Waters. You know, it's one of the best satisfactions that we've ever gotten.
You know, when I talk to the volunteers that are involved in the program, the thing I hear time after time is, yeah, the veterans get a lot out of this, but we get more, or we get as much anyway. Yeah. And that's kind of what you're saying?
It is, and you know, to tie in back to what Todd was talking about, you know, him being generous enough to donate his place to you know, the veterans, and you know, Ed started this with one chapter, and Todd has, I know, of 3 West Virginia chapters coming here this year to take part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the neat thing about Project Healing was it got started back in 2005. The way it's grown. Back then, we looked for a few places around Walter Reed to be able to go fishing within a day's drive or a short period of time. But now we have so many other options. Todd's place here is one of ours that's our favorite, because of the location, because of what's offered here, and it's just neat to be able to come out here and enjoy this kind of scenery, this kind of environment, and take our guys and our ladies here that really get a lot out of it. So my thanks to Todd for all the support that you've given us.
So you're a member in the Kanawha Valley chapter. Yep. Where's that located?
That's located in Charleston, West Virginia. We gather in the library down in South Charleston for our meetings.
All right. And how long have you been involved with the Veterans Program through that chapter?
Almost a year. It's like around 9 months.
Now, had you fished very much prior to that?
When I was a young child with my father.
Yeah. And
got older, had a family and gave fishing up for a while, and found out about Wounded Warriors first, and then Project Healing Waters fell right in behind from the Trout Unlimited chapter there. Yep. Bob White, our director.
You bet. He's doing a great job.
Yes, he is. He's doing a great job with the veterans.
So it's been about a year.
Yes, sir.
And what can you tell us about it? What has it done for your life, for your situation?
It's changed my life dramatically. I have what they call the PTSD, and it helps me relax. Get out here fishing. Like I said, something I hadn't done for years. Now I'm out doing it again. I'm enjoying myself. The vets and I, we get together and we go different places fishing. We got an outing in June up here. Same here where we're at.
Harmon's,
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's something about this water, something about the environment, something about that fly rod and those trout out there that makes a difference in your life, huh?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I've fished with a spin caster for several years, and it's time to hang it up and go back to the old fly pole.
Yeah,
I had to tighten that drag up. Oh.
Yeah, I loosened it up and I had to tighten it back up. He's coming back up. He's coming to us.
Right at us. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing.
There he goes again. Ready to clamp down on the line and try to pull him around to you. I think he's ready. Nice, nice one. Yeah, he's smiling. I am.
Oh man, nice little shot. I knew that. Good work.
I am. First fish on a fly rod. He's never fly fished before. This is his first time. He's a pro at it. He's already caught up with me, so I think we're even on fish, so we're gonna have to hit another hole here after a while and see if I can at least get one up on him, you know. Old Lefty's got an arm on him here. That's what we used to call him when he was a kid growing up, was Lefty. My mom had me scared of that left arm there for many years until I found out it wasn't as wicked as what it used to, or should have been. Did you enjoy yesterday, your first time on the fly pole?
Enjoyed it very much. It was a great experience and hope to do more.
Glad to get you up here with me. It's been a long time.
It has. It's an experience that I'm glad I got to do and everything. I will do more of it now that I've got to experience and everything, and try to do more with my brother and stuff and everything, and maybe we can get out and get involved in this some and have a good time together.
Yeah, up until we came up here, I never knew how to rig a fly pole. I knew you had a couple different lines that we talked about in class, but as far as doing any riggings, I'd never put a rig on a fly pole. But, as far as using flies and these locators and stuff for on top of the water and everything, it's been an experience for me.
Right.
A new lease on life, that's what I call it.
And I just want you guys to know it's a great experience, you know, with you guys and all of your knowledge of the trout fishing and everything. And I'm taking away quite a bit that I didn't really know, and just want to thank you guys for it and your organization and everything.
Hey Brian, you know, I know Trout Unlimited is very focused, and they're known for their conservation efforts. Can you tell me a little bit about how you guys have gotten involved with the veterans?
Sure, Curtis. You know, our legacy is service.
Right.
You know, we all like to fish. We're not just a fishing club, but it's service to protect cold water resources, restore resources that have been damaged, and then, you know, for a long time we've had a lot of interest in working with kids as well. So.
Right.
It just, you know, the veterans, the men and women who go to, you know, overseas to fight for our freedom, it was a natural that when they come back, you know, to bring them out and introduce them to the sport, because
Awesome.
It is relaxing, it is therapeutic for everybody that participates in it. So, you know, they took a gun and they went to another country to protect our freedom. The least we can do is give them a fly rod when they come back.
How awesome is that? So Brian, where do you see this going in the future? And I mean, I know, again, with restoration, but with serving our veterans and trying to get them involved in VAs, you know, where do you see this relationship going?
Well, I think it's going to just naturally grow larger over time. We're going to have more people that participate. We have about 375 chapters, and there are right now 67 of our volunteer chapters that participate in a veterans program, either through a a partner like Project Healing Waters,
Right.
or some of them do it independently if they're more remote.
Sure.
And we're just naturally going to have veterans.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have veterans from World War II, Korea, Vietnam,
Yeah.
you know, Kosovo, all the way up. So
Right.
there's always going to be a need.
Yeah.
And our members like to provide for that need. They're very enthusiastic about it.
There you go. Trout Unlimited, as many of you know, has been involved with Project Healing Waters from the very beginning. It was not done on a formal basis. It was just strictly between individual TU chapters and Project Healing Waters. Well, when we formed the Veteran Service Program in January of last year, that would be 2011, when we formalized our involvement, I began recruitment efforts to get chapters involved across the country. Now, since that time, we have grown dramatically, and it's not because of me. It's because of TU members recognizing the need, seeing the importance of paying back these heroes, and they've gotten involved in good numbers. We've got 67 Trout Unlimited chapters across the country right now involved. We're in 30 different states, and we're growing every week. Our chapters and our members work with VA medical centers. We work with outpatient clinics, veterans centers, Department of Defense facilities, homeless shelters, veterans homes, actually any veteran, anywhere. We work with those who've lost limbs. We work with those with varying degrees of paralysis, those with PTSD, also known as the invisible wound of war, and of course with those suffering traumatic brain injuries. I'm with Dave Hansford. Dave is the program lead of the Healing Waters program at the Kanawha Valley chapter of TU. Dave, thank you for joining us here on the river today.
My pleasure, my privilege.
If you would, tell our viewers a little bit about how you got involved in this veterans program and what you feel it's done for your life and for the veterans that you work with.
Oh, absolutely. In my profession, I deal a lot with veterans in the rehab setting as a prosthetist, and I run across a lot of people who need to get out and about and to learn some different things other than sitting at home and being a couch potato. When this program came out, I was excited because I think I can lend some expertise to it with some of the skills that I have, not necessarily fly fishing skills, but other skills. And I was excited to get into it. We had a meeting, our chapter bought into it. We've got a real good support structure in our chapter. We have 2 programs running right now from our chapter, one in Beckley, West Virginia, one in Huntington. And we're doing great. We have fly fishing and fly tying classes, and Huntington has just finished up a rod building class. So it's really been great. We've got real good support from our local TU chapter. They provided the instruction and the personnel to teach the fly tying and the rod building, and it's just really been a bonus for our whole chapter and our whole state.
So how do you get involved? Well, it takes, as they say, 2 to tango. If you have within your chapter a few members that are willing to commit to the program, we're half the way there. If you have within your region a few veterans that could benefit from what we have to offer, you have everything that is needed. And believe me, those veterans are there. And believe me, they and your members will benefit from the program.
4 a.m. comes awful early. I was dead on my feet. If you're gonna catch the biggest fish, you gotta lose a little sleep. Pack my lunch, my gear, and a couple beers. Headed for my favorite spot. I cursed my luck when I saw his truck right where I pulled off. I was hoping to have the river to myself that day, 'cause the river don't talk, the river don't care where you've been or what you've done or why it is you're standing there. It just rolls on by, whispering to your soul, it's gonna be alright. The river just knows.
We had a great time today here at Harmon's Cabins in West Virginia. We had a couple of veterans that were introduced to our sport. I think we've created a couple of fanatics. Their marriages may be in danger, who knows, but they are well on their way of a lifetime of fly fishing for trout. We had a good time with them. We hope you enjoyed what we've been able to show you today, and we hope you'll get involved. You know, our mission in this whole program is to provide some payback to every single veteran, disabled or otherwise. We want you to get involved, and I'm here to help you in every way I can to accomplish that. So there you have it. We can never adequately repay those who have sacrificed so much in our behalf, but we can do a lot. We can introduce them to the sport we love and give them the chance to experience the healing power of the water.
'Cause the river don't talk, no, the river don't care where you've been or what you've done or why it is you're standing there. It just rolls on by, whispering to your soul, it's gonna be alright. The river just knows it's gonna be alright. The river just knows. It just knows.